Lyn Alden and Broken Money. So follow Lyn Alden, obviously. This book's huge. Didn't even know she was writing a book. Actually, did not know she was writing a book until like a week or two ago, and she tweeted it out, bought it immediately. Anytime I can get my hands on anything about money, number one, I have thousands of books. I have not read a good chunk of them, but someone in my family will. One of my friends, someone will. And not only that, I feel a lot smarter having a lot of books around me. I don't know what it is. I think it's like the Jim Rohn or Brian Tracy principle or the Bob Proctor. One of them said that. So I feel a lot smarter, at least, if I, even if I haven't read all of them or read everything in it. But I just wanted to read you the back of this. I mean, going through the entire thing is, what is money? Part one, the whole sections of it. What is money? A bunch of chapters on that, obviously. The birth of banks, the rise and fall of global monetary orders, the entropy of fiat ledgers. Lyn, one of the smartest people, one of the smartest thinkers in the monetary space. Internet native money, part 5, and then part 6, financial technology and human rights. One of the smartest people out there. I wanted to read this really quick. There are over 160 different currencies in the world, each with a local monopoly over its own jurisdiction. But aside from the top handful of them, most currencies rapidly devalue over time and have little acceptance outside of their own borders. Interesting. With various cross-border frictions, bottlenecks, and currency conversions, the global financial system is practically a barter system in this regard. Being born in the wrong country makes saving currency harder than it needs to be. Well, because money has to be a store of value. None of the fiat currencies are stores of value, so they're fiat currencies. They're a currency. While a steady increase in energy production and the proliferation of electronics have improved human well-being over time, the global financial system hasn't kept up and continues to be a drag on economic productivity. How? If things are getting better in the world, shouldn't prices be coming down? How are they all going up? Weird. This is especially true in developing countries, but is also becoming apparent in the developed world as debts and deficits grow without constraint, and countries around the world deal with the waves of inflation and bank failures. How do we get here? Why isn't our money better than this in the 21st century? Politics can affect things temporarily and locally, but technology is what drives things forward, permanently and globally. From shells to gold, from papyrus bills of exchange to central banks, and from the invention of the telegraph to the creation of Bitcoin. This is just as true for money as it is for anything else. In Broken Money, Lyn Alden explores the evolution of money through the lens of technology and dives into the deep questions to see where money came from, where money is going, and what money is at its foundation. So one of these smart people, there's a lot of people that I've interviewed, whether it's John Haar or Bob Burnett. I mean, you guys have seen the people here, and we have a bunch that are in store on doc, and a bunch of people that you guys are going to love coming up in the coming weeks and months here that you're going to absolutely just like freak out and love. And a lot of them talk about they read Lyn Alden. So like her newsletter. So if you're not signed up for a newsletter as well, she's a big free newsletter. Go sign up. I think she has a paid one as well. Go sign up. Again, go find the link. I don't have like a paid link for you or anything like that. Go do your own research. We're big boys and girls. Go find it. Go do it. She's amazing. Go check that out. And I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something about this. But she's one of the smartest people when it comes to just monetary systems and what's going on. What is money? That's what I wanted to say. What is money? I know I have a working title book called For the Love of Money that will be coming out probably in the next year and a half. We have a lot of stuff going on with Bitcoin trading cards. What's going on here? These are our Series 1 cards. You saw this in another one of the videos. These are some of the Series 1 cards. They sold out in a couple months. Series 2 sold out in 3 weeks. At Miami. They came out in Miami and sold about a couple weeks after that, sold out. And we have some more. We have a bunch of commemorative packs coming out for Pacific Bitcoin end of this year, and then unconfiscatable. And we also have Genesis packs, which will be cheaper and more abundant, so you can share them out more. But they will have, actually, I'm not going to give a surprise out what they'll have in the boxes. You're not going to want to miss it. But Series 3, the flagship series, the next Series 3 will come out probably next July for Bitcoin Nashville. So a lot of amazing stuff coming. The book, though, For the Love of Money, sometime over the next year or so, next year and a half. Kids' books in the meantime as well before that. A lot of crazy stuff going on, but all education. Trying to do everything we can to do different things to get education out to people in every way, shape, fashion. That's why I continually say to everyone, if you can blog, if you can write music, if you can be a comedian, if you can do YouTube, do something, get it out there. Overwhelm the system with truth and morals and ethics, and let's overwhelm the system, overwhelm evil. Evil cannot exist in light, so we have to continue doing that. But what is money at the end of the day? Money, as we say here all the time, skipping through all that, for the love of money, this book that I'm going to be writing will be about Christianity and Catholicism, really specifically, and some of the issues I have with the churches, just in general, the churches and probably a lot of religions, taking tax-exempt status on their, with the church and things like that, and they're things that need to be worked through, and no one's ever perfect, right? Everyone here on earth are humans, and we get things wrong. So there are things that need to be corrected, and we will work on correcting those things, and we will correct those things, believe me, and that it will take all of us. But money, at the end of the day, is a container, right? The simplest way, like I was reading, just a little bit of it, and it's like the whole first part, or 50, 60 pages, is kind of about what is money, some of the history. At the end of the day, people, I don't believe, really need to do this. And this is why we have the cards. Like, it's 50, 60, 70 words in the back of the cards, and maybe a quote at the bottom if there's an influencer or someone on there, but talking about what is money. It's really all you need, actually. We don't need to confuse what is money. Money is a container for your time and energy, period. Money is a container for your economic time and energy. Done, done, done. Don't think about it any more than that. It is a tool. It's neither good nor bad, and it's a container. You have two kinds of containers. You have a fiat container with a leak with an inflationary hole in it, and you have a finite container. The best we had was gold and silver for thousands of years. Still had a little bit of a leak, a little inflationary leak, because we mine more each year, about 2%. But Bitcoin is a perfect finite container with no hole. Only 21 million will ever exist. Actually, be less and less over time as people forget their key or lose it, things like that. So there's going to be less. So everyone that holds Bitcoin, their Bitcoin will continue to go up in value over time, because there'll be less and less Bitcoin over time, meaning the value will be higher and higher and higher. As people and humans start seeing it's the hardest money in the world, and people continue to keep coming to the network, like the fundamentals have been showing us for years now. More and more people showing up every day. Unlike fiat currencies that have the inflationary hole, there's more and more currency printed every single day, so it means there's less and less value. It'd be like Babe Ruth holding a Babe Ruth rookie card and the only one being in existence. Then Topps came to you and said, hey, we're going to print 1 trillion more of those. You'd be like, wait, what? I have the only one. It's worth, it's priceless. It's literally worth whatever I want. It's worth $1 billion. And they'd say, sorry, it's going to be worth a penny now because we're going to print 1 trillion of them. That's your currency. Substitute that card for a currency. That's what's happening to your currency every single day. All fiat currencies. Every single one, even the dollar. So money is a store of value, a unit of account, and a medium of exchange. And it has to be, that store of value is the biggest thing. It has to be a store of value, a finite container. And your time is the only finite asset we know of. The only equal representation we've ever had now is Bitcoin. An equal representation of finite for finite. So why would you make any other trade? Try trading your finite time for something that's infinite, like fiat currencies. That's not a smart trade. That's a terrible trade, actually. You only make the smart trade, which is finite for finite. The only two finite things I know of are Bitcoin and time. Time is Bitcoin and Bitcoin is time. Time is money. Money is time. Some say we've never had money until now, until Bitcoin came into existence. We've never had money until Bitcoin. True by definition. So that's what money is. I just saved you reading the first 50, 60 pages of Lyn's book. Sorry, Lyn. Yes, sorry to many people. We joke about it all the time, right? Robert Breedlove's podcast. There's a lot of great things. A lot of people talking about what is money, and it's good because people, even that, right? Most people aren't going to grasp that. They're going to grasp the way Lyn wrote it, or they're going to grasp Robert's podcast. They're going to grasp many other people that have written about it other ways, right? So Safety or whoever. So we have to understand, though, that's my way of explaining it. And by just through the back of a card, just 100 words, 50 words. Your money is just a container for your time and energy. That is it. You're storing and putting your time in this bucket, in this finite bucket of Bitcoin. That's what your money is. A currency is something that leaks value through inflation over time. So you're putting your time and energy, you're pouring your work, your time and energy into this bucket with a hole in it, an inflationary hole, and it seeps out and leaks out over time. So it drains out and you're left with nothing. That's the difference between a currency and money. Money has to be a store of value. So anyway, go get this book. Saved you the first 60 pages. But she's one of the smartest people out there. Like I said, most people I know that are the smartest people out there read her newsletter. So go sign up for a newsletter. Go get her book. Just amazing. I don't know, it's 15, 20 bucks, something like that. And put it on the shelf. Read it. It's a manual. And we're going to do more of this too. I want to do more of this. This is some of my favorite stuff, actually. Kind of doing book review stuff, kind of sharing stuff, talking about the cards. We have some unbelievable, amazing things coming out with this. I'm going to be showing this over time. The art is unbelievable. And and you'd be surprised that how valuable these cards are. I'm not going to talk about it right now, how valuable the cards are. It's going to blow you away. But also the way you can engage kids and you can engage adults senior citizen, boomers, Gen X, millennial, doesn't matter. All people I've seen just kind of wowed, like, wow, oh my goodness, this is incredible. And then reading the back, over and over again. And just, like we said, the mission of the company is making things fun and easy that normally make you want to cry. That's it. That's the mission. If we keep on mission, keep on brand, and keep orange pilling and red pilling the world, we will win at the end of the day. So please share this out. The algorithm hates truth. I appreciate you coming to my TED Talk. Question everything in boldness, even the existence of God himself. Trust but verify. Trust but verify. And this is not financial advice. It is freedom advice. We look forward to seeing you on the next one.